We got Lawrence in the building. What's going on, Lawrence?
When I start to care,
All right, for those
then
who
I
don't know,
find
or most of y'all that do know, Lawrence is part of the RBE team that is bringing us the next big card. I know Summer Madness was just the other day. We'll touch on that, but the next big card with Mook and Averb and Los and Lawrence. We were speaking the other day, and it was interesting because I had to ask you. I was like, "Yo, what's the name of this card?" You know what I'm saying? Not to spend much time on it, but like usually you have like blood, sweat, and tears, or something with pearly. Like, what's the name of this card? And you said what?
We call it Rare Breed, but in my opinion, it's a Mook card. No disrespect to all the dollars in the card, but everybody's been calling it Mook. It's either been the Mook card or Mook versus Bird, and that's it. And that's no disrespect to the battlers, because I respect each one of them. I'm just going by what people have called it in general. You go on Twitter, you go on Facebook, Instagram, everybody's just calling it either Mook or Mook versus Bird, and then the card. That's it.
Okay.
But officially, it's called Rare Breed. That's what it's called.
Okay. All right. Well, we know all publicity is good publicity. Whether it's good or bad or negative, and we know the last 2 or 3 weeks, most of the publicity with this card has been revolving around Daylight, King Los, on the tail end, Head Ice. After ARP dropped his blog, we know that Daylight dropped a blog. We know Piper Boy and Angry Fan, said some things. They were flip-flopping 1 minute they're on RBE side, next minute they're on Daylight side, next minute they're on their own side. Where are you guys at? Just as a platform, where are you guys at with this battle and, to this point?
What I'll say, first of all, salute to Daylight. I wish him well. I wish him the best, under success. But as we moved on, once Adam dropped the blog, we already moved on before that. But when he dropped it and explained the situation, we went on and moved on to Head Ice, and that's what we focused on since. Los versus Head Ice. Check out the trailer on our channel, Rare Breed. On my YouTube channel, Rare Breed Entertainment, and you'll see the trailer there, and it's a dope trailer. Put a lot of work into it. It's almost 30 minutes, not about 25 minutes of fire blog tweets and downloads. That's where we moved on from that a while back, and just focus on what we got coming up Saturday. In the building, cop the live pay-per-view stream. That's all that's available. Tickets already sold out. So, just gotta get a quick plug in. That's it.
Okay. All right. Respect that. I respect that. I dropped a blog on it, and from the time I dropped the blog, a lot of things had happened, and I just didn't feel I needed to really follow up. I felt if you guys wanted to drop a second one, it'd be up to you. And I think Daylight kind of trolls, and sometimes you don't know when he's being honest or when he's not. So I'll just leave that for what it is. I think the card is interesting, and before we go through each one, and I'm excited about going through each one. Don't get me wrong, we're gonna do it. Summer Madness just happened. Summer Madness just happened, and I know you was busy. I'm not even sure how much you got to see or if you just heard the reactions. I watched it. It was about 5 or 6 hours long. I pay-per-view the stream. Let me tell you something. The performer of the night. The performer of the night was Earl.
I've been reading some of the comments from everybody who's watched. I haven't watched myself, but just seeing what's going on, just like on some of the groups, Facebook, on Twitter. I've never heard anybody say Earl won. Earl was a champ. That's something new. So,
Earl had performance of the night, man.
Man,
that's a fact. Now, some other weird stuff happened, right? So, really quick, and I'm not gonna spend time, because but
Right.
Old Red lost his voice, and it was almost like it almost seemed like a Duke move at some point because he really sounded like he lost his voice, like he couldn't talk. And then Ill Will, there was like, well, Ill Will spit your third or spit again, and it was almost like Ill Will wasn't really spitting like hard because he thought Old Red wasn't going to be able to go, and then all of a sudden Old Red had enough to go his last round, and it was like a street battle, man. Like when somebody say before they fight you, hey, are you gonna pick your watch up off the ground when you go to pick up your watch? They kick you in the face or something. It was one of those, man. It was funny.
Are you trying to say Ill Will pull? Old Red like a death move, like an okie doke?
Yeah, and even Ill Will said, "Oh, here come the okie." I don't know. His voice really sounded like it was gone, and he really couldn't talk, and he tried. And then Ill Will walked off the stage and called him back. And then Ill Will tried to spit his round, and he was talking to Smack and Beasley, like through Ill Will's battle. And Ill Will's like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" And then when he finally continued to spit, then Ored said something like, the fans were saying, yo, get some holes in a throat lozenge. So then Ored says, yo, his man got holes, but he won't give it to me. Yo, this shit was funny. He said, Ill Will's man. Anyway, I think just to sum it all up, what do you think about that as a platform when you have arguably one of your biggest cards of the year over like what's the word I want to use? It's like kind of the spotlight was not on the talent last night. The spotlight was on a lot of other things that shouldn't go on, like choking and not being prepared. I mean, multiple rounds. Like Earl was in people's rounds every round.
Well, I did now. I was just read some of the comments. I haven't watched myself, but I did hear like DT did his thing. I heard Iron Solomon, who we have on our card, coming up this Saturday. Again, caught the pay-per-view live stream. He did his thing. You know what I mean? So I'm hearing, some of the battles did have crazy performances. Just depends, on what it is, but that's how the game goes, in general.
Right, and see, I think you just hit on something that I thought about. When you have battlers that do their thing, like they get through their bars, it's like the crowd is anticipating the next choke. Instead of them anticipating the next punchline, they're waiting for the next choke or stumble or someone to lose their space. And it just sets the wrong atmosphere. So now when people are throwing punches, you're not getting the right crowd reaction because the crowd wasn't waiting for that punch. Anyway, be that as it may, I'm a little concerned because they were in Vegas. It was a good crowd. You got Floyd Mayweather. You got, people that got names, people that got money in the crowd, and you figuring we're taking battle rap to a different place. Let's try. Anyway. All right, Lawrence.
Right.
Your card.
Yep.
It's RBE card. It's RBE event. I'm going to be there.
Yep.
Salute to RBE from day one. Salute to your team. I think you guys run a first-class organization, and you guys have weathered many storms, and you're still here. So salute.
Fact. That's a shout-out to first the fans that support us. They always keep us going. They send us positive messages. They support what we do. That's one of the reasons. And we have a strong, solid team. Shout out to Adam. Shout out to, our whole staff. That's just how we are. We're solid. So that's just a testament to what we do. So appreciate that.
Why don't we? And I'll throw this in there. I want to shout out the battlers that fuck with y'all. Because you guys, I go to the events. I go to you guys' events. You guys got a group of battlers that fuck with y'all. Even if they're not battling, they end up showing up. I think that's important. Like, URL, it's expected, right? King of the Dot, it's expected. But some of the smaller leagues, you don't always see the who's who of battling in the arena even if they're not battling. I think you guys got a group of battle rappers that fuck with y'all regardless, and that's dope.
And and that was going to be my next statement is we can't do none of this without the battlers. They're the ones that make us really look good, you know what I mean? As far as, you know what I mean? Like, we've had classes, it's from them. They determine how we roll in a way. And they've been stepping up to the plate, and I got to give them the majority of the props, you know what I mean? Right. Them and the fans, and then we're like small, you know, we get a little small credit. But they deserve all the props and stuff like that. Those that show up just to show love, those that promote, that talk, you know, highly of us and things like that, you got to give them, they made the props too. So, yeah.
Right. The battles.
Yep.
I'm gonna save Mook and Averb for last. I think we should do that.
Okay.
I want to talk about Los and Head Ice. How did that come about? Why is that battle happening?
Once we made the determination that we're going to move from Daylight, it was up in the air. You know, do we reach out to Head Ice to see where his head is at? Like, what do you want to be on our cards? And he was with it. And then we went to Lowe's. Hey, are you all right with Head Ice? He was with it. Head Ice was with it. And then it was done deal. You know, but it didn't happen until we made the decision that we were okay with taking Daylight off the card. Again, salute to Daylight. I wish you nothing but success. But that was just what we decided as a team, and we moved on with it.
I know you can't give a prediction. I'm going to slide a prediction in on this one. I got Head Ice 2-1, maybe even 3-0. Only because I think King Los style of rap may not transition well. Even though he's battled years ago, I think battle rap is kind of in a different place, and you really got to be able to destroy your opponent. So I don't know if King Los is going to be able to focus and, you know, take stuff out of Head Ice's legacy and be able to present that to the fans. And if he can, then he might win because his lyrical ability is ridiculous. But I think Head Ice is going to talk.
That's what makes that, to me, that's what makes that battle so interesting. We got Head Ice, who's a battler. You know what I mean? He's going to give it to you. He really doesn't do, he's not, I mean, he's lyrical in a way, but he's not, like, lyrical. You know what I mean? He's in the street, going to be in your face, he's going to be, you know. But Lowe's, we don't know what we're going to get. At the end of the day, nobody's seen Lowe's battle in a long time. And, yeah, he's lyrical, but he may switch up. He may just go right ahead Ice, but we don't know what we're going to get, which is kind of interesting. Like, I'm curious to see what he's going to bring to the table. You know, can an industry rapper come into battle rap and succeed? We're going to see. You know, we'll see this Saturday. Again, caught the live stream. You're going to see for yourself. And those will be in the building.
Okay. All right. Now, the next battle, and I'm going to try and paint the picture. Big K and Iron Solomon. I'm not going to throw much shade on Big K. I'm kind of on the fence with Big K. But Iron Solomon took some time off, as everybody knows. Came back against Mook. Didn't really look sharp and up to speed with what URL was presenting. Went on King of the Dot and has been on a good run. I think Iron Solomon is going to be dangerous. He just had the battle with JC, which was a fire battle. Tough battle. I got to look at it again. So, but JC was on point. His pen was crazy. And Iron Solomon was on point as well, and his pen was really good. What's going on with this battle? Where we at with this style clash?
Man, this is going to be interesting to see. I'm curious to see what Big K does. When he's come to our stage, he's been fire. He's been on point. You know, he's given us great battles, and I don't think this is going to be any different. Mm-hmm. You know, Iron Solomon has never been to our stage. Now, I've seen him battle. I've been with the Massacre. I saw him when he battled Chilla Jones. That was a fire battle. You know, again, I have not watched Sun Madness, but I'm hearing a lot of fans giving him and JC props for what they did. So in terms of what we're going to get this Saturday, I mean, I think Iron Solomon is a vet. You know, he's a vet. Even though it's a week apart, I think he's prepared. I think he's ready to go. I think Big K is motivated, so we're going to see what we get. I think it's going to be, I don't know who's going to win, but I expect a classic from that battle.
Oh, okay. That's a possibility. You got two people that they've had classics outside, individually battling other people. So I could see it. It's possible. Okay.
Yep. But how you got it? I mean, you got to put a score now. 2-1, 3-0. What you got?
I think Iron Solomon is on a whole nother level than Big K right now. I think Iron Solomon comes from the cut from the cloth where you almost have to stop him from rapping. He can battle 5-6 minute rounds. He's gonna really flip Big K's. He'll flip Big K's name. He'll go into some like personals that like what Big K said with Math when Math got jumped in. He's gonna really dissect Big K, and I think this what I think Iron Solomon will appreciate. There'll be no race angle. The last couple of big battles he has, he gets attacked with the Jewish or the white. There's no race angle to come at him, and I think he's gonna like wash Big K, wash him. And I mean, I'm just saying, I think it's gonna be a 3-0. I'm Big K. I'm putting pressure on you. You need to step your game up, homie, because.
Well, I'm not saying. Wait, you can't really call him Big K anymore. I mean, he done lost some weight. Little K, maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying. Shout out to him for losing weight for real. But we're gonna see. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't co-sign a 3-0. You know what I mean? But we're gonna see.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this. I think it's very possible that Iron Solomon can get a 3-0 on Big K. I'm gonna say that. And if I'm wrong, we'll do a blog and we'll talk about it. Straighten that out. Ill Will, Big T, Midwest battle, Detroit, Chicago. Why don't you set it up and then I'll throw in my 2 cents.
Okay, my thoughts on that battle. Well, Big T is highly motivated. I know he's highly. I'm not sick. I know he's really motivated for this card, for this event. Number one, because he stated that he feels disrespected by the fans. A lot of his bloggers not giving him a chance. That's why he should be on this card. So to me, he has something to prove. In my opinion, he has nothing to prove. He's a vet. He's done all in the game, and he deserves some respect. But the fact that he feels disrespected, he feels like he has something to prove, it's going to be crazy to see what he produces. Ill Will, I mean, he's like he's like family in a way on our stage. He always brings it. I mean, he's had a crazy battle with Math, crazy battle with Daylight, crazy battle with Big Ken. I mean, he just always brings it. So I'm curious to see, what's going to happen. I don't know. I mean, will we get the best Big T we've seen? Who knows? Will we get the best Ill Will? Who knows? But they both can do it. We both know that if they both bring their A game, we got a classic. So, I'm all for classics. That's what we need. So, that's my analysis. We're going to see. What say you?
I've watched Ill Will a lot, and Ill Will, if he's ready for a battle, he might give you 2 crazy rounds that you'll be like, wow. And I think those rounds take so much out of him because he's so energetic with it. Like his energy it's like it's almost impossible for him to give you 3 rounds of pure fire. So he might freestyle, he might do something, mess it up, but at that point, his other opponent's already like completely toasted. And he had a really nice battle against O-Red. Like, he flipped O-Red's name better than I've ever seen it. So, Big T, I'm kind of worried about because he actually does good music too. But he needs time. And Big T hasn't battled in a while. So I think anytime you have Big T sitting on bars, he's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Years ago,
Right.
Big T would battle maybe once a year, and people was giving him a hard time. He's like, Jazz the Rapper. They're like, yeah, of course you're going to be winning most of your battles. You battle once a year, and you're not out here in the
Right.
trenches. Going to go with Ill Will 2-1, but I think it'll be close, especially if Big T is on his game. But I got to go with Ill Will, man. Big T has disappointed me too many times, but I know he could have a special moment on your stage. Big T has had special moments in battle rap, so I'm going Ill Will 2-1. Next one, B. Dot, Swave 7.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna give a salute to Swave 7. I respect him. He's ahead of Team Hami.
Yep.
He's a legend in the game.
Yep.
This is really, I'm really happy that he's on our card, this big card for us. It only makes sense that he'd be on the biggest card for us, and since we've been created, it makes sense for him to be on there. B-Dot is not new, but B-Dot has been killing it. He's from Los Angeles. I've seen him, and when I saw him, I was like, okay, we gotta get him on our stage. You know what I mean? This is when I see him. I saw him when he battled Loso. And I said, yeah, we got to get him on our stage, figure it away. And this is one where the matches make sense to him. And the one thing with B-Dot, I think he's very strategic in the matches that he picks or takes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have no idea what he has cooking for Swave, but I think it's going to be crazy. I also think Swave, he wanted B-Dot. You know what I mean? And sometimes I think in battle rap, it makes if the battle really wants to battle in person. So I don't know what Swave is going to say. I know when he battled Danny Myers, that how dare you think that third round was crazy. That was like, you know what I mean? That was one of those wow, Swave brought it. So we're going to see what we're going to get. I expect a classic in that one as well. So yes, I'm biased, but I do really think the battle rap fans really believe that battle will be a classic. So I don't know who's going to win, but we're going to see. But it is B-Dot's first time in New York. I think New York is going, they want to see what this B-Dot is all about. So we get to see it this coming Saturday. Again, although if you haven't bought a ticket, you can catch a live stream so you can see how B-Dot reacts. But it's going to be a crazy battle. How you got it?
Well, can I be honest with you and tell you that this battle here, for so many reasons, how many times do they treat Swave 7 as the gatekeeper of, if you're going to cross, he guards the top tier gates, and if you are able to get past him, then you accept it in. And a lot of times, the veteran or top tier dudes, they shy away from Swave 7. And I don't think it's fair. I think he's one of the dopest battle rappers out there. I think his lineage speaks for itself. And it's kind of dope that Red Breed has given him a B-Dot in his prime with all the momentum behind him. I think B-Dot is smart because Swave 7 has battled on many platforms from the beginning of battling. And there's a fan base that B-Dot can tap into by battling Swave 7. So it makes sense to me for B-Dot to want Swave 7, and I understand Swave 7 wanting to battle a B-Dot because there's a fan base that he can dip into if he's able to make a profound performance against him. Now, all that being said, you alluded to Swave actually winning against Danny Myers, who we all know, he talks about being, the God, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
God pen, all that. So, and we know Danny Myers' pen is no joke. His bars are impeccable in timing and punches and performance. And Swave stood up to him and fought a good fight. I had him winning. We know that was like the deciding battle, and they won it for Team Army. Now, that being said, B-Dot is a whole different animal. B-Dot got a lot of bars, but I think Swave could talk to him. And this could be biased. I'm going to throw it out there right off top. I'm going to say this is a biased pick. I'm going 2-1 Swave 7. And I know there's people that might kill me and say, nah, B-Dot is going to do this. Hey, but a battle's a battle, A battle's a battle for a reason. So going
That's what I did with
2-1 Swave 7.
Yep. Okay. All right. I'm with it.
And
Not
that's no
co-signing, but I get
disrespect
it.
to B-Dot. I actually respect him as an MC. What I like too, I meant to throw this in, they sold this fight. They sold this fight. They promoted. They was on Angry Fan. They were talking their shit. This dude was talking about, B-Dot talking about, don't touch me. Swave was like, yo, you misunderstood what I was saying. I'm not going to try and bully you on the stage, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't, I didn't think that Swave had to explain to him, and he said he did, but as a man, he wanted to let him know when he was talking, it was said this way. Not that he had to, back down. I loved it. I think they sold this fight.
Agreed. Salute to both of them. Yep.
Okay, so sell it to me. Pat Stay, Danny Myers, but where we at with this?
All right. So I'm gonna say this with Pat Stay. This battle is an interesting battle. And let's be Pat Stay put it out there. Initially, we wanted to do Pat Stay versus Shotgun Suge. But you know how a game goes. It didn't happen. Next person we called up was Danny Myers. Pat Stay wanted Danny Myers, and we made it happen. I think this is going to be this is an interesting battle. I feel like Pat Stay he's well-rounded. Like, when he came to our stage to battle Verb, I wasn't sure he'd translate, but he translates to our crowd. Like, he had jokes, he had bars, he had it all going. He was in his bag. And it translates to the crowd, you know what I mean? Danny Myers, when you come to our stage, he punch. And I've noticed now that he's kind of added a little, like jokes to his stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know what we're going to get in that battle, but it's going to be interesting to see. I think we could, I think the clash in style is going to be fun. We as fans are going to win from it. So that's my thoughts on it. How you got it?
I think Pat Stay is probably one of the most well-rounded battle rappers out. I think he has the ability to, what I love, to battle rap and not have to have a gun bar every 5 seconds. Bow, shot in there, bow. Like his battles and some of the creativity that he's able to come up with, I think it's missed by a lot of bloggers. Like, they don't really give him the credit for the creativity to destroy somebody and not necessarily use gun bars. And I think Danny Myers has a similar creativity. He can give you gun bars, but he could also give you tremendous creativity. I think this battle has the potential to be a classic. Real quick, we're going to touch on the top 10 versus Spanish Harlem. Now, I got to do a little research on that because I haven't really seen either one. I know I've seen top 10 battling somebody, and I didn't really, I got to look at it again. I think it was in Trap House or somewhere. I'm not sure where he's from, but what's going on with this battle? It's SK battle. SK1.
All right, so this is a one-shot kill. I selected top 10 in Spanish Harlem. Top 10 comes from the Trap, New York.
Yeah.
Probably his most biggest battle, probably him versus QP. Check it out. It's a crazy battle on that channel.
Okay.
Shout out to No Mercy and Peso. I mean, they steadily keep bringing out talent. So that's where top 10 comes from. Spanish Harlem, he's from the DMV area. Just go on Facebook. He's crazy. I think he's nice. I think it's fire. I think that it's an interesting clash in style. We're gonna see what we get. Because at the end they won this case about showcasing your talent. I think both will do. I think both recognize the max of this card, and we're gonna see. I think it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna get crazy performance from them, and we'll see. But it is a one-rounder. They're gonna open it up, set the tone. I'm predicting they're gonna be the best of the night. Me being biased since I run one SK. But but yeah, shout out to them. That's what it is.
All right. I can't do a prediction on this because I don't know these two too well, but I will be in the building to see them, battle. I don't think anybody's gonna 3-0 Danny Myers, so I'm not gonna get crazy. And I don't think Danny Myers is going to be able to 3-0 him. I just think Pat State is too talented for that. So, the crowd gets behind Pat State early, could be a long day. Because, you know, Danny is sometimes hit or miss. He'll come up with some crazy balls, and then he might give you something that you're like, Danny, why'd you say that crazy shit? So, I love Danny Myers, but I'm going to go 2-1 Danny Myers.
I will say this about Pat State. When the last three touched our stage, when he did touch our stage, he rocked the crowd. The crowd was with him. So it was an away game. He wasn't in Canada. It was our New York crowd, and he had the crowd going. So, you know, we'll see. Definitely.
Okay. All right. Mook Averb. This battle, I forgot somebody said it, and you know, when I heard it, I was like, you know what? That's kind of true. But I don't want to set it up. I'll let you talk first, and then I'll throw it in there if you say it. But how did this come about? What, did you get Mook first, or and then how did that battle come about?
Okay, so all right, this is publicly stated before. The way Mook came about was I'm the one that came up with the idea. Let's go after Mook. And I pitched it to Adam and shot to him. I said, especially I think after we did our Pearly Gates 2, and I saw the success of it, because that was really successful for us. Okay. I said, hey, let's go big. Let's go for Mook. And at first, Adam was like, are you sure? You know? And Shad was like, I mean, do we really want to commit to doing something like that? I was like, let's go for it. We've been in the game 5 years. We'll look at it like a 5-year anniversary. Let's go for it. Let's throw a number at him. Let's see what he says. We have nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so Adam, he of course, I do the idea, and Adam, you know, he constructed it right. You know, he put it together, and he presented to Mook. Mook went with it. Mook was like, okay. And there you go. That's how we got Mook first. So then the question was, who do you want to put against Mook? And for us, it was no doubt in our minds, we're going with Verb. Because at the end of the day, Verb has been there from day one. When I wasn't with RBE from day one, but when we first started, I know that Verb gave us the shot. He gave us a look. He battled Adi Boom.
Yep.
I think he battled Adi Boom. And he just, you know, and he's been there for us on a lot of our cards, you know what I mean? And also, since we have a relationship with Verb, we know that, okay, he's going to, you know, we feel like he deserves it. He is, at the end of the day, he is a Mount Rushmore type battler, and they have a history. Why not? So we told Mook, we got Verb, he was with it, and what we see is what we get. Now, what I will say is the promo between both of them, I gotta salute them. Seriously, I didn't expect this kind of promo from both of them, but they've been bringing it. You know what I mean? And I believe it's gonna translate on stage. We're gonna get a classic. But you see it. You see the promo. They go at it every day. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know as a team, we wanted promo, but Mook and Verb exceeded it. You know what I mean? And I just got to give a major props for that. You know, it's just kind of like, wow. You know, they from day one announcement, they were going at it. You know, Mook had a news interview with Fox 5 in New York. You got to check it out. You know, the lady come King of Battle Rap. It's just been kind of crazy, you know. So, you know, as far as the battle itself, man, I don't even know how to handicap it, honestly, because Mook hasn't lost. At the end of the day, nobody's even taking a round from him. Now, Verb, he's admitted he's lost, but he's been in all kind of environments. You know, I mean, different stages, and he has it in him. Like he's a, you know, it's a reason why he's looked at as a legend, Mount Rushmore type battler. So, you know, I can't even call it. You know, I just want a classic in the building, and you know, let's get it. That's how I see it. What say you?
You touched on the point that I was talking about. You rewarded a legendary battle rapper that has had some anytime you do a top 100 bars or top 50 bars ever in battle rap, you got at least 5 Averb clips. Mook, not too many moments like that, but Mook has a resume, like you said, that's almost like a Floyd Mayweather. I think he took a couple losses of rounds. Maybe Mills was a close battle. I mean, some people may have even felt, he had a couple of close ones. Even Serious Jones was somebody could have gave Serious Jones a round there, but his resume is impeccable. So let's not even talk about it. Like Mook, everybody watches a Mook battle now. Why? To see him lose. That's the main reason people are looking for Mook to battle now. Averb has changed his style a little bit from when he first started. When he battled, Hollow, he was like thirsty, he was hungry. His boss was like spitting out there crazy, and I would like to somehow get a mix of that old verb and the new verb, like almost like when he battled Goods. So I think Averb can possibly out-rap Mook, and I think Averb is getting a lot of help. I think, this is just me, he's got a group of battle rappers that fuck with him. And they got to be calling him, letting him know about every Mook story or every Mook situation or what his weaknesses must be and what he should, And Averb's very smart. I'm sure he's probably just taking it all in, deciding what he wants to do with the information. I'm not saying that they're writing any bars for him. I'm not saying that he'll take any bars from anybody. I don't think Averb gets down like that. But I gotta think that there's people that want to see Mook lose, and they'll be like, yo, Head Ice did this, or Math did that, and this is a fact, and I can prove you, I got this, So there could be something that Averb can do from a personal standpoint that could really rock that battle and maybe throw Mook off. Who knows? So just throwing that off. Meanwhile, on the flip side, I don't think Mook would get help from too many people on Averb. I don't think too many people. You see what I'm saying? He's so cocky and so like, hey, I'm this dude and you guys got to know. And he knows he is. I don't think nobody wants to help him. Like when you got your boys and they're like, yo, man, we going to help you. We going to make sure you pass this test, my nigga. And then you got somebody who gets straight A's every day, every week. And we got this test coming up and you're like, man, nobody going to help this dude, man. I hope he get a B. I think that's what it is. All that being said, I hate to. I think Mook is gonna win, man. I think Mook is gonna win. I thought it over in my head. Mook prepares better than anyone. He never chokes. He breaks his opponent down to like so much and so well, and where the fans can actually put it together. I think Hitman just did that with Tay-Rock. And I just think Mook does that to such a higher level that at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter what Averb might say, in my opinion. And Mook wins that way. Not that he outbars you, not that he outflashes you. He just talks to you in such a way where you're like, damn, this nigga's right. He's right. And then you're like, So.
One thing I noticed is that amongst the ballots, I'm not going to put the ballots on blast, but the ones, they're all kind of rooting. It's kind of weird. All the ballots are rooting for Verb to win.
Yep.
Behind the scenes. And it's just because they just want to, it's one of them things like, I see the argument, Mook doesn't really battle. We've been in this game for a long time. And, it is what it is. But in my opinion, Mook is Mook. Is the reason why all the attention we're getting, even beyond them promoting, like just the casual non-battle rap fan knows Mook. You know what I mean? And he's his popularity has gone beyond battle rap. Yeah. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that. It's just kind of crazy. So, it's I think it's this is something I do want to say. This particular battle to me I might be biased. I do think it is the most important, the biggest battle, the most important battle in battle rap. For the simple fact that if they produce a classic, it's going to elevate battle rap for all battlers outside. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mook brings a crowd that's not in. That's really, you know what I mean? He brings battle rap crowd and the non-battle rap fans to the table. So if they bring a classic and we get like, let's say a Lux Calico type battle, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just a crazy, or if we get like a Verb Hitman type battle between Mook and Verb, you know what I mean? We get that on that stage. It's gonna elevate everything for everybody. You know what I mean? And you know, I think that's why I think it's a huge, like it's the most important battle, because a lot of people will be tuned in. A lot of people are going to cop the live stream. Again, cop the live stream so you can witness it. Because I do really believe history will be made. And, you know, for us as a company, for everybody involved. So you got to tune in. Again, go to RBEEnt.com, cop the live stream, and watch, because you can't buy a ticket. And never mind, do not call my name at the door. I don't know anybody. I'm just going into the building to be a fan. You know what I mean? Don't ask me for nothing. Again, cop the live stream. No favors.
Oh,
no
come on. Lawrence, the first person that walks up there with a Lawrence t-shirt, they're like, Lawrence, man, I got your t-shirt on, homie. You got to hold me down.
I'll be like, no, my name not Lawrence. My name Mad Dog. You know, that's my name, Mad Dog. So, you know, I'm going to say, that's Lawrence over there. That's Lawrence. Go out and go. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
No, but this card in general, I think is salute to all the battles on the card, you know, and to the battlers who may feel a little disrespected, like everybody's calling it the Mook card. Don't embrace it. You know what? Show us on stage and make us feel why we should. You know what I mean? Show why we all know why you deserve to be on our card. Each and every one of these battles. Show us why. You know what I mean? And I think we'll get there. I think we're gonna have a crazy card, you know, and salute to all the battlers and to the fans that have been supporting us. You know, and this is another thing I want to say and add as far as the fans. We have fans that have been with us from day one, and they've seen the growth. Even bloggers like yourself, you've seen us from day one. You've seen where we've come. And so look at this event coming Saturday as a celebration. You know what I mean? Of coming together, seeing where we've come from. You know, let's all celebrate. You know, you've been with us. You've seen our growth. And salute to those fans as well. And the vlogs are covered like yourself. You guys, you've been with us from day one. You've seen it. You know what I mean? And so to witness that, I mean, you know, salute to everybody and everything like that.
Not only that, I know how far some people travel to be at an RBE event, and I think that means something. You know, I travel a good distance. I know you travel a good distance. I know there's a lot of people that I know from the crowd that knows me, and they travel to RBE event. So that's dope to me. The other thing that I want to say, and I just want to backtrack, I think what makes Mook a little different, and again, I'm not the biggest Mook fan. I wish he battled more, but that's just he does not take a round off. He's cut from that cloth where they are trying to 30 or 5-0, 6-0 their opponent. They don't want their opponent to even think about debatable. There's only a few people that write like that I want to win every round. And you see it in their performance, in their preparation, and in their bars. And Mook is one of them people where I want to kill every round. I'm not trying to win 2 rounds and let the third one be a debatable. So maybe that's why he's considered number 1.
Agree. And I'm going to give one match. There's one matchup that I really wanted. I wanted to push. We couldn't get on the card. It's been put out there anyway. And I know I pushed it. And that was Geechee Gotti versus Math Hoffa.
Oh.
I still want that battle on our stage. I still want it. If another league picks it up, that's cool. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I can't be mad at that.
Right.
But Geechee, I'm calling you out, man. I want you in New York on our stage. You know what I mean? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Geechee and Mav, let's get it. You know what I mean? I think that's a crazy battle. That, you know, it is what it is. That's one exclusive. I'll get Mad Dog Killer Sunday. I pushed that battle. We had it, but it didn't happen for whatever reason. You know how the game goes. So it is what it is.
I respect that. That would be a dope battle. And Geechee had a great performance. I wouldn't say great. It was very, very good performance against Shotgun Sugar at Summer Madness. So if you guys are able to get Geechee, I think he's somebody that people want to see right now. And you know what? I salute to him because he's worked hard. He wasn't putting it together. His battles, his rounds, even 2-3 years ago, it wasn't this solid. There was glimpses. You was looking at it like, oh shit, he said a hot line. Oh, that was a hot round. Oh, he put this round together kind of good. Then it was like a dry spot or something. Now he's kind of like, I feel like Geechee got the glow right now, and he just needs to stay on target. Battle people that make sense. Math makes sense. That battle makes sense for him to battle. He needs to battle all the tough guys.
And as you can see, you see we don't block battles. I'm not throwing you shade. So if another league want to pick up that battle, I salute y'all. But that matchup needs to happen, in my opinion. This coming Saturday, the Rare Breeds card, Rare Breeds theme.
Right.
Headline is Moose versus Verb. You know what I mean? Oh, and one more. I almost forgot about Los and Head Ice. Los is bringing the industry, right? So that's another fan base is going to be tuned in to watch what's going on. So the battles on the cards, take advantage of the situation. Understand it's not just battle fans going to be watching. Everybody, a lot of people going to watch it. So sell yourself, do what you got to do, have your best performance, and that's it.
Well, I'm sorry I'm going to be biased. I hope Los loses. I hope Head Ice handle his business because I believe battle rap has to remain sacred. And, if he came from battle rap, don't get me wrong, Los came from battle rap, but he left for a while. Dude comes back from the industry, think it's easy, or I'm just going to take one of these top tier dudes. We got to show and prove. We got to make sure we hold down the fort.
We'll see.
Yo, Lawrence, man, just want to say shout out to RBE. I salute your platform. I salute this card. I'm excited. I think the fans are excited.
Mad Dog, come on. Okay, further salute to Mad Dog Killer Son. You've been from day one.
Appreciate you.
You've covered all of our cards, all our events. You're one of the few bloggers that is actually the go-to event. You actually chop it up with these battle rappers. You may criticize them, but you're willing to stand in their face, ask them the same questions, and just to get a feel for it, you know what I mean? You're well-rounded, and salute to you for that. I also want to give a shout out to the people that caught the live stream and bought tickets to our event. Salute to y'all. I already know more people will buy the live stream. It's going to be crazy. It's just Saturday's almost here, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking at more like a celebration. And that's my attitude towards it, it's a celebration. And so let's all have fun, and let's get it. Again, Mad Dog Killer Son, subscribe to him, support the brother. He's been on, he's Mad Dog, and that's what it is. So salute.
Appreciate you, and I appreciate a few of them battlers that stepped to me after I said they was gonna lose on a blog or something. We had nice conversations. Shotgun Shug, Mr. Mills, Bill Collector, his manager. There's a whole list. So you're right. I do go to the events. I back up. I say what I say, but I don't have no problem going to the events. So
right.
It's what it is.
And you should stand by what you mean, and you do that, and you're fair. At the end of the day, if you say battle's gonna lose and they win, you give them their props. You know what I mean? It's never hate. Nothing like
just
that.
For the media, or is there going to be a small fan?
We're going to have some fans. Some fans will be able to come up there and ask questions. We're going to send it to certain fans, and they come up and ask their questions to the battlers because all the battlers will be there. And, it's something different. It's going to be live streamed on Rap Grid, I believe our channel as well. And you get to see, just a little different format. I know everybody loves the face-off, and I love face-off like anybody else. But we really don't see press conferences in battle rap. So I'm excited to see how this goes, And that's good. And all the battlers are on board. They know they have to be there. And they answer questions. No ducking. Ask whatever you want to ask. And that's it.
Oh, I'm excited. There's a couple battlers. I'm not going to say no names, but I got some questions for them. You know who they are, Lawrence. We don't need to talk about it.
I get it. Something different, Again, caught the live stream. You know, let's get it. Salute everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that too. Please cop the live. If you can't get any tickets, please support the culture. Do not wait 3 months, 4 months to see if you can see a battle. Support the culture. It's a reasonable price. Get that.
Rip that, you know, R.I.P. Your soul just lift up and you out of here. I see you on that other side, bye. Cry rivers, courtesy of mine. We terrorize rappers better.